Welcome to my road to 50K. This journey actually started in January 2026, but here we are in July 2026. So this is kind of like the relaunch, the rebirth. I started training for an ultra marathon, for 50 kilometer ultra marathon. I know it's not a 100 miler, but it's the step I'm going to take to potentially get there. Today, I started to question about the amount of time I was taking away from family and friends and the stress it was starting to create. But the truth was that was actually in my own head. So I use that as an excuse. Fast forward a couple months, I had to look myself in the mirror knowing that I had purchased the 50 kilometer bib for the race in September and thought to myself, am I really gonna give this up? Am I really gonna give this bib to somebody else, sell this to somebody else? I've never quit anything I've signed up for. So I then looked in the mirror and said, I can do this. I proceeded to put some shoes on, get outside and hit a 2-hour run to see where the hell was I. I took myself on a trail, put 2 hours under my feet. I didn't die. I didn't fall. I realized I can do this. Now, I have 9 weeks. So to hold myself accountable, to push myself even further, and to be honest, to put something back in the universe that's helped me, I'm going to vlog this. I'm going to share it on Instagram. I know what it's like to have anxiety kick your ass, but I also know what it's like to conquer all of those things and succeed at nailing some goals along the way. That's exactly what I plan to do with this 50 kilometer race. And hopefully this opens the door to something long-term and sustainable. Truth is, I kind of like the ridiculous challenge of endurance ultra marathon, but I like these ambitious goals, these large goals. I find a lot of growth in it, both for habits, for my brain, mostly my soul. And this is the kind of thing that keeps me check and balance with my health and fitness, because when I don't have goals that I'm focused on, unfortunately my health and fitness derails. Right now I'm 210 pounds and I've actually held it for nearly 2 months. But the cool part is actually training for this 50K. My goal is not to lose any weight. My goal is to hold it. So I get to eat some more food and use it as fuel. Shift my thought process around my food into fuel for training, which is kind of cool. And I'm happy to share that because I know how hard that can be as someone who's their whole life tackled weight gain and weight loss and have always had this mentality of like having to be on a diet or restrict calories or things like that. This 50K, I think, is a door opening to a bunch of other things, but at the very least, sharing this with you, be it through YouTube and Instagram, is to keep me accountable and keep me on task. So anyways, with that, have a look at the rest of the week on what we got done, and thanks for joining me for the ride. Although, the old strategy of park far away from the store has been helpful. So the errands I had to run here from lunchtime till now, I just parked far, got some walking in. I would just either do something else or make an alternative. But I really wanted to put sun-dried tomatoes on these non-bread pizzas tonight because it is quite good. It changes the taste and it just, I don't know, it just elevates the pizzas. So I made a stop at a second store, parked far away, and I know there's alternatives, and that's the thing. When you're building these long-term plans and you're doing things in succession, and we think about building resiliency, you don't always have to have a backup plan, but I think you have to have your mind open to the fact that there are alternatives. Adjustments sometimes have to be made, a willingness to be flexible, to deviate when you need to get to the other side. And if the goal is to get to the other side, sometimes you're going to take a turn that you didn't plan on taking, but the goal is to keep heading in the same direction. All right, long run Sunday. So here's what we're doing. I think I take you over a couple things. Last week we ran a 2 hour. This week's a 2.5. Next week will be a 3. We're tapering up. So today I thought I'd go over a couple things I'm trying because I'm learning all this stuff. So first things first, I've been running in a pair of Ultra Running Wild 2s. These are the 3s. I just picked these up this week. So snacks, I got to figure out how to fuel, right? So the goal this week is to get 40 to 50 grams of carbs roughly every hour. Last week was like 25, so that was easy, like a pack of Mott's gummies or a Stinger, which I like these actually quite a bit. My body likes them. They're easy to put down. So are these Sun River Honey from Saskatchewan, good old Canadian company. I'll be honest, I'm growing fond of these. They don't bother me. They're a little chewy, but they're honey and I love honey. So we're gonna run with 2.5 hours So technically we want about 40 grams. We're aiming for 45 grams every hour. So in theory, I should be able to do one of these every hour. And I'm running with a carb drink. I've never used carb drinks before, never tried to have that many carbs before. So I picked this up from the running room. It's got some caffeine in it, some maltodextrin, some sodium bicarbonate. We're looking at 80 grams of carbs for like the whole bag. So I mixed half a pack up, stuck it in my running vest. So I actually added an extra bottle on the vest. And this is just gonna be my carb drink. And then my back here, I'm rocking an Element, because I love Element. So I got an Element in here with water, and that's where we're running. So I'm gonna throw also a couple packs of Mott's gummies if I feel the need. So we'll have the 2 honey, 2 gummies, and 40 grams of carbs for 2.5 hours. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, and the 40 is 120. Easily should cover. There'll probably be liquid left over. Probably won't eat all that, but I've got it. And before I went out on the drive over to the trail, I grabbed a honey stinger and ate one of these. Not to mention breakfast. Breakfast was already quite a bit of food. Did a protein bagel, jam, banana, and then I made high protein Rice Krispie treats. I will share that on the channel. Super good. I want to try them first. Before I share anything, I'm going to make it, try it, and then figure it out. Anyways, let's see what we get done today. I'll catch up with you when I'm done. All right, it's the end of the week. Let's have a quick recap. How did this week go? Pretty damn good. We got hit with lots of things that were curveballs, but the normal life things are the ones that easily throw you off. And this week, not only did I stay consistent, but quite frankly, I know I built some resilience this week because I was making small choices, consistent choices that kept my goal in mind, but didn't make me sacrifice anything else. I didn't sacrifice solving the problems and challenges I had at home, but I didn't have to give up the work that I was doing towards my 50K and my plan. I stayed on point with nutrition. I got my calories in, which was actually a challenge to eat the calories that I needed to eat. But in doing so, I felt fueled. I recovered well. And when I hit my long run on Sunday, I was able to put in the kilometers. In the 2.5 hour window, I hit 18 kilometers. The big important part was I got 2.5 hours on my feet. I didn't break down. I didn't bonk out. I was able to recover quite quickly. And I could have kept going, to be honest with you. And that's a good thing. And quite frankly, I didn't let it beat me up. I didn't let it get in here because that'd be the bigger problem. And that was a good thing this week. All the adversity, all the challenges didn't get in here. And actually, I feel good. I feel energized from the wins of making the choices to conquer those things along the way. So that's got momentum heading into the next week. I've already got challenges this week with scheduling, and I've got to move runs around and everything. But I plan on being able to hit all of my targets. There's no reason not to. And I'll keep up with nutrition and recovery as a huge priority. Hell, I got the sauna lit right now for some recovery. So I'll get to that later today. And then I'll get back to vlogging and get back to running. Thanks for joining in the journey. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one.